I got the mermaids this morning. Mermaids, and I'm thinking this morning we're gonna go pastel journey. Right. Let me get everything from my list. Also have I have my iPad here. Kate, that'll help me. Hey Tay, good morning. I'm still working on your reading. Probably after this live I'll get to it. I just took I finally took a day off. I actually did a lot of work on Wednesday and Thursday because Thursday it rained, so I didn't get to go to the beach. But I went yesterday, so now I'm all toasty and feeling good, feeling good, feeling beached, feeling like I've been kissed by the sun and the water and the sand, fire, water, and the air. Yes, it is. It still is. Yes. Well, when you go to the beach or to the pool, you always want to look your best, but some things, sometimes you just have to stay natural, and sometimes you're the way you are, right? Hey, Iman, thank you for such a nice donation. Oh, you're going to the beach today. Nice, Tay. Hi, Aisha. Hey, Rainbow. And thank you for that cute little super sticker. I like those super stickers. Bree, I just totally overlooked you. Hi, good morning. I got some different gloves I want to wear. Not gloves, armbands. I don't know. Maybe I won't. Maybe I will. It's just my hands are very natural this morning. No nails, rings, or anything. Anyway, but I know you guys don't care about that stuff too much. Sometimes I do get comments saying, "Oh, thanks for fixing your nails for us." It's not like I like your nails. It's a lot of times it's thanks for doing it for us. I'm like, you're right. I'm doing it for y'all. I want y'all to have some pretty aesthetics. Okay, let's see. Saturday morning. I think Iman was first. I like doing more Saturday mornings and Wednesday mornings, get different groups of people here. It's nice to see you guys. So Tay says, take your time. I actually feel like I shouldn't get it because I'm okay with whatever outcome. Yeah, that's nice. Well, I do appreciate it. And even if you don't want like an actual prediction or anything, you can ask for anything. You can say, just read me a few oracle cards, or read me from a Peter Pan book. Like, I could flip through and then point to a particular passage of Peter Pan that could be like a special message for you or something like that. Anything. You are the master of your readings. And I take requests. Even if you'd like a passage from the Bible, that would work too. I'm not opposed to that at all. So Iman is asking Ahmed's thoughts about me and my family. Does he think I belong to a higher social condition than what he can offer me? Oh, in the relationship. We are limited. We are in limited contact due to social circumstances. Okay. Let's see. Iman and Ahmed. Does he think that you we call that out of his league? Kind of like social standing. It could be lots of things. You know what? That's so funny because I was singing that song Uptown Girl in my head. You're an uptown girl by Billy Joel. Oh, Billy Joel felt that way about Christy Brinkley. She's this gorgeous model that he was head over heels for, and he didn't think she would be interested in him, but Christy Brinkley like sweet guys that are funny and talented. Like, what's not to love? It makes sense to me. Just because you're a beautiful woman doesn't mean you have to be with a model. You can be with a person that just is really vibes with you, you know? Let's see. So, I'm having trouble thinking regular thoughts today. Now reading. But I promise you I'll be fine with spiritual thoughts. Or not thoughts, I should say, because they're not thoughts, they're downloads, you know, impressions. And that's too high. Right. And I'm going to also play this live on my iPad so I can tell whenever it messes up. Or, I mean, if it does. If it not, it won't, because of course not. It doesn't. It's not. There's no reason why it needs to. It's gonna play beautifully. We're gonna have a great, full, lovely session. I wanted to play the mixed bachata music instead. Let me do that. I just want to see what that one's about. I can't go back. Oh well, that's fine. Going live. Here we go. I can read it better over here too. All right. I want to see actions, and actually there aren't enough actions from him. I know how that is. Yes. Relationships take balance, and if you feel like you're doing most of the work in the relationship, then it feels out of balance. And also, you know, you want to know if your person is interested and they care and they're trying. If they're not interested, I mean, if they're not putting in the effort, it feels like they're not interested, right? All right, I'm going to do water this time since we got the mermaidy thing going on today. And I'm going to say my blessing. So this is my protection prayer. And today I have like all my bracelets on. I ask spirit, angels, guides, and guardians for a beautiful ray of light to enter at the top of my head. As I breathe in, my lungs expand, and then I breathe out, I create a circle. And as I create this circle, I step into it, and then I feel protected and connected, and I ask that messages come only from the highest source to bring clarity, goodness, and solutions for the sparkles of light. Alrighty, let's begin, my sparkles of light. It sounds corny, but you really are. You really, really are. You are. You light up my life. You give me hope. Are y'all feeling the ASMR of my bracelets? And you know, and here's some nice ASMR shell sounds. The only thing that would make it more ASMR if my nails were done up nicely, but I can do this. And yeah, nice ASMR vroom vroom cars in the background. One time I did some shell casting and it was not very good. And I guess I could try again, but it didn't feel like I was very good at this. Okay, so let's begin. Yes, Iman and Ahmed. Does he think Iman is out of his league? What does the family think about it? I've kind of run into those kinds of energies before with other people, like, but I didn't take it to mean that they were too high up, but that could mean that. So like if let's try the tarot. So if he comes out as a page or a knight and you come out as a major arcana, then that could usually be that could signify that like you're way up there, you're high above him in his mind. She's so high, she's so lovely, something something. Uptown girl. I love this one because of the shine. I sent out a message to Vanessa, I think. I'm going to have to ask her again. And I also sent out a message to Tarot Stack, and they haven't said anything to me. I guess I should give them my YouTube channel. Alright, so how does... Wow, you got the Ten of Pentacles. And Ten of Wands. And Ace of Pentacles. Let's see what else. Oh. Yeah. Knight of Cups and Queen of Wands. So there you go. I mean, that's pretty good. Here we go. Okay. So, Ten of Pentacles is your happily ever after. And I feel like Ahmed wants to have that happily ever after with you. But I feel like it's not so much a status thing. I feel like he has to work hard. He has to work hard. So he wants to make a lot of money for you, but it's not so much that he thinks that you and your family's so high above him or your status necessarily. It's just that he's not financially ready. He needs to keep working, and it's a lot of work. I mean, it's going to take some time, but it's worth the effort to him. And eventually there's going to be kind of like this whole new life for him, for the both of you. I think he's seeing the both of you have a whole new life. But look at this. He's like represented by the Knight of Cups and you're the Queen of Wands. So you're not too far above him, like just a little bit. He's kind of like, the main thing is he's like, he sees you as the princess. He wants to provide for you, and he doesn't want you to have to work too hard, and he wants to do all the physical labor that it takes. He wants to he's going to do the hard stuff. He's going to do that's what's nice, to have like somebody like this in your life that will take care of the lawn and and the upkeep of your place. You don't have to. You can hire people if you make enough money, but if you want to, some people just enjoy the pleasure of taking care of their home themselves. So I feel kind of like that energy here. And also, he's also kind of like this giving energy. He wants to give you love. He wants to show you his affection and stuff. Right? He is a keeper. Yes, I feel like he is. I feel like he's trying to like, I'm sorry that he is not telling you too much right now, but there's a lot of people, guys, that will keep a lot to themselves. And also, like, could be, like, he may not want to just tell you that he's saving money and working really hard to make sure to provide a good life for you. Like, that's being chivalrous. When you keep that kind of stuff to yourself, that's being chivalrous. If you blurt it out loud and brag about it and say, well, look at me, I'm working hard for you. Well, that's not being chivalrous. That's being arrogant, right? That's being maybe narcissistic, or if you want to take it to one extreme. So, I mean, the fact that he keeps that to himself and you don't know that he's actually working so hard shows that he is a good man, and he's trying to provide for you, but he's not trying to make you feel guilty about it, or he's not trying to ask for compliments or ego strokes or anything. He knows that that's in his mind, that's what he's supposed to do. Like, that's how he sees what he needs to do for you. Like, he realizes other people do things a certain way, but that's the way he wants to do things. So with the Ten of Pentacles, we have uh it's like nothing to worry about. So to answer that one question, is he it yeah, see if that is stopping him or coming closer. Oh, is he attracted to me? Heads up, yeah. I want to see actions. The actions. And I think, like, as far as him not showing you actions, um, then this answers that. Not you're not always going to see everything like very obviously out in the open and the way he does things. Um, but this is and if you and it makes you maybe feel a little like wondering, well, does he want me? Does he think about me? Does he want to have a life with me? And so the Ten of Pentacles is basically saying, yes, you've established yourself and have nothing to worry about. You're in a happy place and can rest assured that your hard work will continue to pay off. And that's him too. Like, I think he's seeing his hard work paying off, and that eventually you'll have the happy family with the puppies and everything. This is the perfect time to reach out to your loved ones and see whether you can help them in their pursuits, especially if they're struggling. Use your freedom to conceive the next big ideas that will help you from feeling bored. If you feel, I don't know if it's a boredom or if it's just a disconnect, but anyway, if you feel disconnected, maybe reaching out to him could help. Security and stability in the temporal realm might even allow you to purchase your forever home or invest in properties. So I feel like this is also possibly wealth being passed down through inheritance or marrying into an affluent family. I see like I see that he sees that about you, like if he marries you, that he's marrying into an affluent family. But I feel like he believes in making his own money and being affluent and having a house and providing all of that for you. So the Ten of Wands is just him working very hard at it. And there's going to be times where he needs to take a break, but these two together could mean that you could help him if you want to. You could say, I have the same dream as you. I want to be together. What can I do to help that happen? So that's how he sees it. He has a lot of responsibilities, and he's just the silent, quiet type. Like, he works on his responsibilities all on his own without telling you about them, because he doesn't want to burden you with his responsibilities. But that's what, like, as a team, like, if you're going to be his wife or whatever, then eventually he will need to open up about his responsibilities and see, and you should work together on these responsibilities. That's how marriage, I guess, that's how marriage it is. That's how marriage works. You're a team, and you help each other with responsibilities. That's what's so great. Like, even if you're not married and just living together and you have, like, established relationship, you often do that. You fill in, like, can you go pick this up on your way home from whatever, and your time is helpful right here, and I'm just bad at making phone calls. Can you do that? And like, little things, you exchange things that you're good at, and then you become a team. So I feel like that's eventually what could happen for you guys if you saw, allowed it, if you saw it that way, if he was able to open up and allow that. But I think he's making some money. So that's a good That's a good news, you know. His adventures are taking off. Also, maybe he just, I think a lot of people like the element of surprise, And my son is like that. He doesn't want anybody to know what he's doing, and then he wants to surprise everybody with this big bunch of money he made or whatever, or this new job, or this promotion or whatever. So he'll work really hard behind the scenes and then, da-da, look at me, look at what I just did. So the Ace of Pentacles could be like something having to do with money that he's been working at behind the scenes, and now he's like, ta-da, here you go, honey, look what I've made for us. So it's also planting seeds, planting seeds now to grow into the future. And it also reminds me of that song. It's like, for some reason, sometimes like women may think there's something going on, and the man will be like, no, I feel like everything's been fine, because he's been in his own world of working hard to make you money, to do something for you as a couple, and he doesn't realize that because everything is so behind the scenes that you think that he's not interested. So I think that's just a little bit of a miscommunication there. uh Something's on my speakerphone. Oh, thank you. Well, maybe I should log out of. I think there was an echo, but I had that turned down all the way. I had my Did that go away? I had my iPad on, but I didn't think it would make be an issue. I didn't have the volume turned down. Do y'all still hear something funny on my phone? Let me see if I have any other things open. Let's see. Is that helping it? Testing, 1, 2, 3. All right. So yeah. So let's move on to another. Let's see what the mermaids have to say. Okay, good. All right. We have Sanctuary and Silky in her skin. So Sanctuary is all about privacy and personal space and boundaries and taboos. So it could be just that. It could be, Ahmed is like, well, I have certain space that's my life or my space. They're like, guys, this is what I saw once in a video about the men's brains and women's brains, and men's brains are more compartments, like little boxes, and women's brains are more like strings, like a big ball of yarn. And so we have like a lot of intersecting things, like this intersects with that. But men's brains have like, this is this thing, and this is this thing, and this is this thing, like little boxes that separate things. So some of the things that he has for you, the feelings and his love for you and all of that, is in a special box that doesn't overlap into other things like work and stuff. So I guess that could be part of it. So he has his particular boundaries. And and also I'm thinking that he may feel like where he lives right now is kind of small, and it's not someplace where he would like you to live, he wants to live in a house, a big house with you, so he's working on that. But he thinks you deserve more than just like a little space with him. And he feels like the more he works on it, the more it will benefit the both of you. And also, he just feels like that's good for the harmony of your relationship, because if you have too many things in a small space, it'll feel cramped and overlapped. And he just likes his personal boundaries and his own space. So maybe he's just seeing things that way, but he does want to like live with you, I think. He wants to have a big place with you. So let's see the Silky and her skin. And this one is about authenticity. So it's this is about dancing and being free and joining groups of women. So I feel like with this one, it's about you, not just depending on him to be the fun in your life or the light in your life or whatever. He is, but don't don't put too much pressure on him to give you fun and entertainment. You find your fun and entertainment in other ways, like be sure to balance time with your guy with time with your girls, right? So, and that's in that way, if you're like hanging out with girlfriends and stuff, then he'll be even more impressed by you, like that you're independent, that you can take care of yourself, that you can have fun without him, and then he'll be more attracted to you and want to show you a good time. So if you're just enjoying life, dancing under the moonlight, not worry about what people think about you, enjoying being single or being free, just enjoy that stuff, whenever he's not around or whenever you're not dating or whenever you feel enjoy just being on your own, because that is usually when they'll come around, is when they see you're not having so much fun by yourself. All right, let me see if he knows that you love. Let me see. Oh, yeah. I mean, he sees you as soulmate. You have found your romantic counterpart, and I think he believes that. And right now, he just wants y'all to have fun and not be overly serious. Have fun. And he wants you to have fun. Like, while he's behind the scenes working hard and making something for the two of you, he wants to see you up front having fun with girlfriends and things like that, because that makes him feel like you can take care of yourself until such time as he takes over and takes care of you. So let's see how he feels about you, himself, and the relationship. So it does feel a little caged, like feeling trapped and a little stuck. It could be just cabin fever. I need to be where you are. And for some reason, he has to stay in this space, in his enclosed space. I'm getting that too with the sanctuary. Like there's a space that belongs to him. He has to stay there for whatever reasons he's decided on. He has to do this. He has to stay within this confined area and these boundaries until such time as he can leave these boundaries. But he's anticipating time with you, looking forward to what's next to come, eagerly awaiting results and rewards. So he really likes you. He's looking forward to time with you. And he's getting bolder as the days go on. Eventually, he's going to work up the courage and talk to you about something, I guess. Let's see, because he's been practicing with the statue, talking to statues, pretending they're you. Oh, okay. So in long term, he definitely wants to grow old with you, which to me is kind of like the marriage, like a marriage idea. Like, he wants to live happily ever after with you. Can I have this dance for the rest of my life? And so that is his idea. And when he's around you, he feels very excited to be with you, and he loves spending quality time with you, right? So he does love spending time with you. It's just, I feel like a new phase is coming, where the old ways of thinking is going out and a new way of thinking and doing things is coming through. But could be a little bit towards the end of the month or more in July. Like, give it a little time, I think. That's good. See, showing that you're enjoying life is very good. Hey, Star Girl. Yeah, there's room. Okay, does that help? Thank you. Good morning, Amira. Happy Saturday. Good. I feel like, yeah, it's going to be a wonderful rejuvenation period for you both. Let's see. I did go to the beach, Amira. I finally went yesterday. Well, Wednesday was a good sunny day, but just the whole day kind of got away from me. Then I was like, okay, fine, we're gonna go Thursday. And then Thursday it rained, and Thursday morning we got busy cleaning. But I'm so glad because we cleaned the whole house on Thursday, so that was good. And yeah, so then Friday I was like, hey, we don't have anything to do today. I have one reading, Tay's reading, that I still have to do, but I decided, well, I can put that on hold a little bit and go to the beach. Actually, Tay texted, emailed me as I was leaving for the beach, so I think I think she'll be patient and wait for her reading. But yeah, enjoyed it very much. It was so nice. It was pretty crowded though. Well, you can find a free spot in Galveston. I also did a little house shopping, so I found my dream house. Well, I don't know if it's a dream house, but my beach house. I really would like a beach house because I could live on the beach all year. I know it's not the greatest in the winter, but I don't care. I We don't have a really strong winter here anyway. It's just kind of randomly cold. So I think that would be nice. It's been raining heavily this summer. I know. Everywhere has been raining heavily. We just been dodging the rain, which is crazy. It's like we went up to New York and Massachusetts for my niece's graduation. We were really lucky on the way up. There was no rain, but and that was kind of unusual, right? And we made it through any kind of construction as well. But right when we got up to Massachusetts, there was a little bit of rain here and there. Thank God it wasn't really strong through the hills, these windy hills that I ended up driving through. Well, my mom ended up driving through them. And then, yeah, and then on the day of the graduation, they had plans set in place in case it did rain, and it didn't. And so I had this really nice sunburn on my forehead and on my chest from the sun beating down on us. So that was another thing. I'm trying to not look so funny with just like a triangle on my chest and go out in the sun and get a little blended coloring here. But yeah, and it's been so sporadic with this rain. Today it's another sunny day. I'm grateful for rain sometimes, but it just seems like across the country it's just been so much rain. And like, how can you really enjoy? I mean, that's the summer break is for fun, fun in the sun, isn't it? That's generally what people do in the summer, at least in the northern hemisphere. All right, let's get to Rainbow's question. Rainbow says, I would like to know if I should keep investing in my car or if it's time to just get a new one. I have not had any luck with any mechanics. They can't seem to fix it. Oh, all right. And that sucks when you don't have a mechanic that can do your car right. So I'm going to draw a picture of a car that looks kind of cute, I think, as far as cars go. So let's see if you are supposed to invest in a new car. And Tay says she'll be patient. Yes, thank you. I did enjoy the beach. Yeah, I'm sure they will. Like, even if they didn't, one of my favorite things about the beach was sitting there watching these two little girls. They had lifesavers on, but they weren't in the water. They were like in the sand, and they were so like dirty from, because the sand was wet. So they weren't even making sand castles. I don't even know what they were doing. They were just digging in the sand and mixing water and making it's kind of like making mud pies kind of thing. And they were just so deep intent in it, the two of them, not even talking to each other, just making mud pies and dirty from head to toe. And their little lifesavers all covered up with mud too, or sand mud. That was very cute. It just made me think of childhood and my sister. And my sister used to go in the backyard and make mud pies all the time. I was never a muddy girl. Like, I did not like to be dirty. I liked to be clean. But I didn't mind the beach. As long as I could shower up after the sand, then that was fine. But I liked the beach. Always liked the beach, and I've never minded the sand. Yeah. And then watching other people fish. There's a few fish, and there was a lot of fish in the sea, in the water yesterday. It was surprising. All right. So now back to the question. So the car. Let's see. Cars. Let's go with, I'm going to see if the car comes out of the Kipper car deck. Let's see. So, Spirit, should Rainbow get a new car or try to fix the current car? My sister went through that. She kept putting money into this one car she had over and over and over again, and eventually it just got to be too much. So she did invest in. And my daughter loved her little white car, and it was very old, but it kept running. Sometimes old cars, if you just give it a love, it lasts forever. But and sometimes old cars like that are easier to fix and maintain and run longer than like some of these new fancy cars with so many computerized parts. they're sometimes harder to fix and more expensive to fix. So that it makes sense that people sometimes want to hold on to older items. But you're right. There comes a day where sometimes you have to make that choice. And both my daughter and my sister got new cars this year. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, the child. I wonder what that's about. It does represent new, so maybe it means new car. I think you might be like holding yourself back. All right, so I'm just showing you in prison. This doesn't mean anything except that sometimes when it comes to decisions, you don't act impulsively. You hold yourself back. Like you keep yourself locked up until you know for sure what you want to do, which is okay. I'm not going to really count it though, because it's not much of an answer. Toil and labor. Oh, that could have something to do with the upkeep of your car. I was thinking it had to do with work. We'll see what that's about. I think I'm going to need clarifiers for these cards. I'm not real sure. I'm waiting for the car to come out. Car? Is there a new car in here? New car. Any new cars coming? A new car. Is there a new car? The child represents new. But the toil and labor, a message of concern, I think it could be sticker shock. Like, oh my God, I'm gonna have to work like a dog to afford this thing. So that could be it. And hubby, maybe the two of you guys together. I already invested $2,600 and I don't know if I should keep investing. I know, right? That's a lot. That's a lot. The message. Okay, so to me, like, message represents shopping. Like, in your case, it might be important, and it can be really fun too. Like, you can get really into it. Shopping around for cars doesn't hurt, right? Keeping your eye open for the kind of car you want and shopping around, and you never know, you might find something that you like a lot that's at a good price and everything. So I'm feeling shopping, like, let people tell you how much this is, how much it would be to finance it, this and that, how much you could trade your car in for. Like, get some research going, because that could help in your decisions. There you are, Miss Mature Woman. How does your husband feel about it? There he is. There y'all are. The path, that's good. I think you're on the right path. Whatever you're doing right now seems to be right. Don't worry about it too much. I think, let's see. Great fortune. So, yeah. I think you're not going to have to worry about that, the money aspect. So if you're worried about that, but let's see. Yeah, it could be something that you do when you win some money, when you settle all the IRS stuff. Let's see. I'm gonna use the tarot real quick. Let's see now. Is a new car coming? Come on. Spirit, show us a car or not. Show us a new car. If the Chariot comes out, then that's a yes. Oh, you have the Ace of Wands. That's good. And the Knight of Wands. Very good. Action. Take action. Take a chance. He wants to take it back to the mechanic. Oh my goodness. You and your husband always want to do opposite things. The Magician. The Magician feels like your car could be fixed. That's what that feels like. Let me see what the Lenormand says. Stars is your hopes and dreams coming true. Oh, and there's your husband. I think your husband would like to... Oh, okay. Looks like hubby's in charge of this adventure. Yeah. I think it's going to be fixed. He's going to take it back to the mechanic and it's going to be fixed. They're going to figure it out, the mice. There's something, you know what happened? It was like some kind of minor thing, like some kind of wire got loose or got gnawed on. Something in the car got corroded or old, or some kind of connection needs to be replaced with a new fresh connection. It might not be, you might not need a whole new car. You just might need a new part. There's some kind of part that needs to be fixed. Let's see. Oh yeah, I was gonna do this. I don't know why, but I was feeling the charms would help me. 16 years. Oh my gosh. Guess what? All the charms fell on the floor. Not all of them. A lot of them. I think the energy got crazy there for a second. I wonder if any cards fell down. You got a ring and oh, your twin flame. All right, so you have the key, a celebration, and the bluebird. Why is it lost? Something loud or lost? I don't know. But the bluebird of happiness is here. And the bluebird of happiness says, what does it say? I lost my bluebird of happiness note. But basically it's like being merry and cheery and having a great day, and something good's about to happen so that you don't have to really worry about. I feel like something is going to work out just fine. The key, though, could be the new car. Something with the working out. So I feel like there's a little bit of thought about, do I have to work really hard to get this? And, pay for it, maintain it. And then, oh my goodness. The ones that fell on the floor are, oh, song or listen, think or listen, thinking or listening. And you have like angels, you have a strong love, solid love, you have stepping out, fancy shoes, you have another humongous key, the key to everything. Number 9, you got a worm. It just feels like your car. Ooh, maybe this is more complicated than, or it could be like the car has some things that he's gonna fix, but then he can trade it in or sell it for a new car. Because for some reason, uh, that's a long time to have a car too, I think. I had my little red car. I think I got 2008. Yeah, I had it about 10 years before I got a new car. Then you have piano. But that one really fell apart fast. So 16 years. That's a long time. Hope so, because I don't want a new car. You don't want a new car. I just feel like give it a little chance. Give hubby a chance. Let him have control of this situation. He might be able to work some magic. The mechanics might be able to work some magic. But I do feel like eventually you're going to get a new car. It might not be like in this year or the next few months. I don't see new car anywhere. But I do see new parts, new something. You know, a new do. A new way of doing it, fixing it. You know, it's interesting that the key came out. Like one of the things that broke on my red car was the ignition. And so then my mechanic put in the new like button ignition, like where you just push the button, you don't have to have the key anymore. So that was cool. And he just had to do a lot of new things to that car, but it kept it going for a little while longer. And then I was in a car accident, and that's the only reason why I had to end up getting a new car. But yeah, I would have kept on putting money in it probably, because I liked it. It was my little firecracker, went everywhere. So yeah, I just feel like I feel like one, you can shop, look around to see what's out there. You'll be shocked at the sticker prices, of course, but I feel like let husband take care of taking it to the mechanic, because I think they're going to be able to finally find the small issue that's wrong with it. Or maybe it's a different mechanic he takes it to. I don't know. It could be a new mechanic. Could be. Because I feel like they're going to find out what's going on. And I feel so lucky with my mechanic. He always finds the little thing that's wrong with it, and he never like makes me spend more money than I have to, because he finds out it's usually something small. And my daughter is not married yet, but her boyfriend is a mechanic, and he's the same way. Like, he'll tell you if it's something easy to fix. But he'll be honest with you and sometimes it's something he can't see right away, but most of the time he can see what's going on. So I meant to say I had my car for 8 years. Oh, and you've been married for 16 years. Okay, well, there you go. That's a better ratio right there. Marriage for 16 years, that's great. Let him have his way this time. Let hubby take care of it. 8 years is not that long for a car. I think you got probably another 2 years before you trade it in. And I think you can fix it. I think you can. So, but maybe shop around, not for just a car, but shop around for a better mechanic, or get a second opinion, because people might be just trying to take your money, and it could be something minor. You know what I mean? Something that was really overlooked. With the mice coming out and the worm coming out, I feel like it's something small, like a wire or a fuse or something like, you know, I don't know parts that well, but something that's little, a little thing. I think you'll be able to get a new car a little bit later. There's going to be an influx of money for you, a big influx, but not right now, but in a little while, you're going to have a great fortune and be able to handle it then. Yeah, that's what I see. Okay. I'm staring into space, seeing your fortune. Well, car, we're just going to fix you here. The answer to your question is, I'm going to do this like, okay, does this look right? I don't know, but there you go. It's going to be repaired. It's a tool, tools. The magician was all about tools, and I think the magician is the mechanic, and I think he's going to fix it. That's like, to me, a very obvious. Like, he's got, you know, he's got the wand, he's got the cups, he's got the pentacles. I feel like, and the wands and the swords. So the wands could be like checking all the wires and connecting things. The cups could be checking all the fluids and all of the gauges and making sure none of these things have holes in them. And sometimes they get just old and rusty and need to be replaced, and the rust creates cracks that you can't see. And then you have the pentacles, so the round disky things that are flat. Also, this could represent like the axle parts of things, axles, and this could represent wheels. And then the swords, all the pointy stuff. And all of it together could represent like the computerized system, if there is. But 8 years old, not too much computerized stuff, right? A little bit. Anyway, that's what I'm thinking. Or feeling. Or divining. Or hearing. You're welcome. Appreciate you too. Okay, Star Girl. Let's see. What were you asking me, Star Girl? Is my future spouse, soulmate, currently manifesting me? Okay. Spouse. Soulmate. Star Girl. Manifesting me. Let's see. All right, let's get a little water sprinkles. Oh, look at the colorful colors on my rag. Is your soulmate manifesting you? Where are you, boo? I heard that. Where are you, boo? Where are you, boo? Scooby, Scooby Doo. Where are you, boo? All right, let's see. What is this? Romantic fairy. Let's see. A physical connection is coming through, the sacred union of bodies, two becoming one. Open your heart. Love is the highest energy of all. Let it in. Okay. Oh, a life partner. Yes, husband, future spouse is coming through. Your romance is stable and ready to go the distance. Somebody is manifesting you. Let's see what more. And a memento. A moment. And a memento is something tangible and physical that you can hold that represents a moment to remind you of a moment. So this might be the next phase, the next thing that happens. Your future spouse, the way you can know this is your future spouse or soulmate, is that they will give you something to remember them by, like a physical thing. Hi, Cheryl. How are you? So let's see more with the Lenormand. Wow, yes, heart. They are coming through. He is manifesting you. Your hearts are already tied together. This is a soulmate. This is all about affection, joy, attraction, courage, feelings, emotions, flirtations, love, passion, and relationships. And it can start off as a crush but turn into the one, or like develop and you'll realize this is the one. But it's somebody that you have the silver cord connecting you, which is the purest, happiest, sweetest cord of all. Like you have the red thread, which is a little tricky. The red thread is kind of can often be attached to somebody that you may not be able to be with, but the silver cord represents your other half and that you will be with them. Yeah, I feel like you'll be with them this lifetime. It's just yeah, coming through in there. I think they're also manifesting you. Yes, there is room for yes, and it's like a pool. The pool right there. That's exactly it. There's room for you, Cheryl. It feels like that. Like you don't see each other yet. You see like you're not facing each other. You just feel it. You feel it. Like you feel this heart pool. But I think that they're going to be very like besides, feeling good when you're around them and them feeling good around you, like there's a very strong attraction. It's a physical attraction. You're going to think that each other is very good looking and attractive. And then it's just going to turn into that, where you're like hugging and kissing every day. There's a lot of, see, you got the kissing cards came out. Even that one's kissing, but that's like a little more suggestive kissing. but this is about you keeping that heart open, that heart space open, because they're coming through. Oh, and this guy's going to be big and burly and protective and financially secure. They could even be like a boss or a CEO type. Doesn't have to be big and burly, but definitely protective. Oh, and then you'll have maybe some kind of choice to make. The crossroads here. With the crossroads, there's like two paths you can go down. And so you're going to have like a pivotal point in your life. And this is just saying, follow the deer. The deer will tell you which way to go. Let's see more about this. Oh, and it could be in February, but mostly it is a lucky energy. There's luck involved. Could be something having to do with clover and green and February, or it can have something to do with 2 days, 2 years, 2 months, 2 weeks, or something to do with two. And again, the crossroads have to do with two. So a 222 energy could be showing you something like some kind of clue when it comes to the twos. And you have the coffin, so it's like I think it's after a little bit of a wait, but it's also like interesting, that Snow White movie came out, and it's true love's kiss that wakes you up, and you have all these kisses here. So you're gonna know this particular soulmate life partner from the way they kiss you. And yeah, and it's gonna wake that fairy girl in you. uh I feel like they might be kissing you already, like out there somewhere. They kiss you, like they're calling to you through a kiss. And the rider, oh, good. So the rider means it could a visitor. They could be arriving not too long from now, maybe a day, a month, a week, or a year. So, but yeah, usually rider doesn't mean a year. A rider usually means no longer than a month. So this could be very soon that you might meet this person. And interesting, we've got the mermaid girl and underwater and sea things. So let's ask the mermaids what's going on. Does the mermaid know anything about this future spouse connection? It's like there's periods where I can feel them trying to magnetize me. Whatever he's doing is working. Yeah. And speaking of magnetized, check out that channel. Like I'm not paid affiliated with her or anything, but I really like her. Magnetize Yourself. She gives lots of twin flame soulmate messages, and I feel magnetized to her channel whenever like new things are happening in my love life, even if it's on the 5D realm. So if you feel like right now you're in a sort of 5D energy because you feel that pull, that's how the twin flame or soul high level soulmate starts. It starts with the longing and the pull towards each other, and then it turns into the different phases of love. Let's see, what do the mermaids want to say about it? Look, there is a yearning here. Yearning. So you are calling to each other. He's like Eric, like he's like a masculine lost at sea, and you're the mermaid that's going to rescue him. So yearning, longing for someone, and undesired separation and pining. There's this energy of, yeah, this person is longing for you, your soul yearning. The mermaids sing, so often we too have yearned for so many people, places, things, experiences. And to be mermaid is to dive in, to immerse, to swim deeply, and not to understand what it must be to be so indifferent to life. So with the Little Mermaid, um, It's to feel without judgment and logic. And know that even through the pain of yearning, keep your heart open and don't see it as a painful separation, but see it as a cord that's being pulled closer together to bring the arrival of something. Because sometimes you can see this yearning or pining as a, it sounds like lack, like something you don't have. So you have to kind of see it as something that you do have. He's out there, he's right there. He's just manifesting a memento. He's manifesting into the physical. You will know him, he will bring you something, and you will hold it, and you'll be able to hold each other too, physically touch each other. So, yeah. The next phase for your life will be making choices that will enable you to be together. Feeling that destiny and fate are entwining your emotions and psyche with those of another soul, and that it is inevitable that you will be together. There is going to be this feeling of meant to be. Don't let the feeling of the star-crossed energy overwhelm you, because that will put you in lack. Instead, create scenarios that allow this manifestation to occur. Yeah, so don't focus too much on the disconnect, but just focus on the knowing of the connection. And okay, and 222 and 333, let's look those up. Here's 333. And here's 222. I'm gonna make an oracle with numbers. Yeah, I need to do that. Okay. So 222 represents the process of ideas becoming reality. See, it's about to become manifest. It's symbolic of the process of creation, partnership, and cooperation. Seeing this sequence of numbers means that you're about to attain a long-held dream or wish. Manifestation is near, so keep affirming what you want. And 333 represents the wholeness, the unity, heaven, the spiritual realms. It symbolizes creativity and the feminine mystique essence and clarity. Expect a successful solution to a problem you are facing. So there you go. I feel kind of like I want to give you one more. I'm going to give you this one. Let's see what's happening in July. Since we kind of have a little bit like a month to... we're having this one energy with this rider. Let's see if anything's happening in July. Ooh. Sunbathing. That's what I was doing. Let's talk about sunbathing. Dance of stillness. Oh, look, and there was summer solstice. This is spiritual strength and restoration. There are many ways to experience rest and self-care, and you're being guided to explore the ways you need to heal at this time. Look beyond the most obvious choices of rest and relaxation, although these are worthy pursuits, because typically this card indicates a need to experience a spiritual restoration, such as spending more time in meditation and prayer, communicating with your guides or ancestors, or developing a spiritual self-care practice that might manifest in working with herbs, tarot cards, something related to your culture's mysticism, or the natural cycles of the seasons. It's important to establish a regular practice of spiritual nourishment rather than anything that is one off. Having a ritual grounds your energy, allowing you to build your soul's strength, which will make it easier when you inevitably find yourself facing the harsh realities and responsibilities everyone faces through a lifetime. Okay, there you go. So just enjoy being in the present and being in the now. Enjoy going out into the sun. I feel like that's possibly a place where you might meet this person outdoors, or someplace sunny, or on a Sunday, or in the summer. So those are all like good keywords here for this. Alrighty, I hope that makes sense. You're still there and you're still hearing me, everybody? Good. I'm trying to get in touch with nature more, so that lines up. Very good. You're welcome, Star Girl. Hey, Divine Goddess. Sure. One more, and then we'll be closed after you. But I've been doing pretty good with my pace today. I just don't need to sit on my butt too long because of my sciatic issue. But the best amount of time to sit is an hour and a half. Like, no, anything more than that is a little bit too long. And so the 2 hours get to be a little long for me. But I hope you guys understand. Yeah, it's a little long for my booty. So Cheryl, any messages for me about social life? I've been trying to open myself up more and get out to socialize. Okay. Social life. Well, let's see. Shake it up. Let's see what the tarot says about social life. We're doing a little bit of a pastel thing here. Thank you, Divine Goddess. Your lucky number is 7. I just always put 7. Okay. see. Social life for Cheryl. What is coming through? Oh, nice. You got the Lovers came out first. The romance could be coming through for you, baby. Well, with the Emperor, your divine masculine is here. Okay, then you got the Four of Cups and the Four of Swords. All right. I see. I know. So social life includes, okay, social life includes a romantic partner that is your divine is like your counterpart. Okay, this is big stuff here. Social life also could include somebody who is just more like a friend, um, somebody that you don't want to give your heart to, somebody who's just, you have to be, and it makes you a little sad, I think, you don't want to reject them, but you have to kind of say, I'm sorry, but I I found, my soulmate. Like I just see you as a friend or whatever. But the Four of Swords is good because, you're going into a meditative energy and that vibration. It could also be like, that's the energy that comes before the Lovers, but let's see. Let's see what else we can see. Any, does this girl looks like you. Any physical, any other like buddies, girlfriends, groups of friends. Oh, nice. You got the sun, so like happiness and joy and camaraderie, and that can be partnerships too, and marriage even. It can be lots of things. And then you also have the King of Pentacles. So lots of good energy here for social, and it starts off with a strong love life. I know, hooray for the sun. No bad cards came out at all. So I'm going to break them down one at a time. Of course, lover sometimes means choices, and here I kind of getting a choice energy too, but I like the traditional meaning of just plain being in love, Um, so I'm going to read from Vanessa's book because she has a fun way of describing it. And so the lover says, pucker up. Romantic relationships can now be established. The Lovers is a card symbolic of mutual attraction and respect, both helpful traits for platonic and romantic relationships within your life. This card represents all forms of romantic love, regardless of age, gender, or heritage. Even though the Lovers can be seen as a simple representation of romantic love, it stands for far more. The Lovers tells a tale of opposing traits that can be reconciled through finding balance, almost like two opinions clashing in need of a compromise. Consider every side of the story when this card appears. This will help you better understand the situation and allow others to feel heard and respected. Only when you listen to others can you accommodate them and yourself by making decisions from a place of love. Listen and be open-minded. This is a funny, interesting lover's card for you, Cheryl. So it kind of really plays into some of the storyline. It's like, yeah, you have everything from a certain perspective that is completely fair and just to see it a certain way. But I think Spirit's just saying, can you please just try to see it from a different point of view. Try to see other people's ideas and feelings and thoughts in a different light, and not just how you perceived it, like maybe that's what it means. But anyway, it's about being listening and being open-minded too. And equality and cooperation, love, harmony, romance, and finding balance. Very nice. And then the Emperor is talking about an authority person, somebody that brings order in your life, or when you feel a sense of balance and order. Ooh, and when in balance, there's no present power struggles. So this is a promise that there's going to be, you're going to see eye to eye. You'll be maybe very different, but you're going to see eye to eye, and there's going to be a balance, because the Emperor in this deck is representing no power struggles, but a balance. So that's really good. And a well-respected emperor is sensitive to others' needs, and this man is going to be sensitive to you. and focused on making choices for the establishment's benevolence. The emperor's guidance is concise and strategic, wrapped in words of wisdom from personal experience. So sometimes when this power gets out of balance, it can become misused. Generally, I see the major arcana cards as not having a reversed energy or being negative anyway, but when you have power, sometimes it can get out of balance. So that's where this comes in. Sometimes people's energies can get out of balance. That's it. And they can become either controlling or judgmental or something like that. And so become your own person. When the emperor appears during a reading, the readee's father figure could be concerned. Also, reconcile all your father issues as well. So that's a big one. It's a big one. So this has to do with authority, stability, discipline, power, confidence, leadership, and protection. And that can be the masculine inside of you too, like balancing it nicely with your feminine energy. And so the Four of Cups, and it's hard, I know, because this happens to me, and I think I've become a little bit more masculine because of being single. And when you're on your own, you have to take care of everything in your life, and you are a little less dependent on somebody else. So when you're your own boss and you're your own caretaker, your own everything, then you tend to have a little bit of more of a masculine, like when you fix things. Like the other day, like my boys were, like I had guests coming into town and my boys were just like wandering around like and my sink was clogged, and I bought some stuff to clean the sink and that wasn't working. And then I called up Michael, who's more mechanically minded, but he wasn't available. And he told me about the snake. And then I snaked the drain and I cleaned it. So there you go. I use my masculine energy to fix things, even when my boys were like, like not actually doing very much. They actually cleaned the yard though. So I have to admit they did help that way. But you know what I mean? It's like sometimes you just have to find that it's just like you gotta be your own fix-it person too. It's like everything when you're on your own. So it's nice when you have other people to help you, and it doesn't matter male, female, masculine, feminine. If some people are better at some things than other, it's just good to find these people that help you with it, right? And like my mom, she was a carpenter and she built all these shelves in here, so it's not like it doesn't have to be a man woman thing, but I'm just saying it's like you shouldn't have to do everything on your own all the time. And even if you like to, then that's great. But I think there's a place where you have to be very careful. Like if you like to do so much on your own without anybody helping you, then that becomes very like a controlling thing. And partnerships are hard to make a partnership when you're so used to controlling everything on your own, like doing everything on your own, and that keeps you into a control position where you do everything in the way you want it to be done. And then then when you have a partner, you have to compromise, and then the compromise means that you just have to accept things differently than you normally do them. And that's kind of annoying too sometimes, but a big picture, it's like we all gotta zoom into the big picture. What are we establishing? We're establishing relationships, and relationships that's what it's about. It's like a dance, it's an ebb and flow, it's a give and take, it's accepting, it's receiving and giving and receiving, and accepting things help in other things. So it's like a dance. It's like dancing is a good way to acknowledge how relationships work. I feel like I've forgotten how relationships work because I've been single too long now. But that's it. It's like back and forth, a back and forth. And accepting other people's help, even if you know that you do it better than them, or whatever. Like if it's something minor, like who cares if they fold things this way and not that way, or whatever. Like if they're gonna help you fold clothes, laundry, or if they put too much soap or too little, or if they, put the spin cycle weird or whatever, like all those little things. It's like, hey, they're helping you do the laundry. Just that's the last point. That's all that you need to know, right? Stuff like that. You know what I mean? So that's kind of how these relationships form. Big picture and little picture, and all the little big things that people do and the little things that people do as well. So, oh, that's nice that you and your dad been working on your relationship. Great. So the Four of Swords is like, it's like sometimes you get those moments. I mean, the Four of Cups. Sometimes you get those moments where you feel a little off or whatever. And just remember, those are just temporary. This too shall pass, and they come and go. And it's not a permanent thing. Like if a person comes through and you're feeling really excited and like this is the one and everything's going to work out, and for some reason they get quiet, or the connection feels lost somehow, it's not a permanent thing. This too shall pass, or you're going to get a new upswing of things again. So you don't, it's okay to feel that way, but just know that it's not going to be a long-term energy if they don't come around, right? So when you feel like this, it's going to feel like things aren't just the same. It's difficult to explain, but you intuitively understand something about your inner world is off. Sometimes you're going to feel peopled out, and remember that, like, that comes up all the time in your readings, how you make friends, you get connected with people and stuff, but you're an empath, and you're an empath that has to be very careful of your energy, and you're absorbing other people's energy. So when you get peopled out, you need to take a time out. um, and and sometimes you get disappointed, or sometimes you get annoyed, or sometimes you just need to detach or go away, um, from the peoples. Just remember, you need your time out sometimes. And the Four of Swords will get you back into balance again. This, meditation or spiritual things, going to your tree, taking walks, whatever, the things that you like to do to get back into balance again. So don't ever feel guilty about detaching from the people if they get to you sometimes, if their energy gets to be too much. And then the sun comes out again, and then you're back to meeting people again. And the King of Pentacles is nice. He's stable, got plenty of money, and could be somebody that could be interested in sponsoring things, or some kind of support in your life, some kind of help in your life. This is success and protection and rewards, and manifesting, accumulating money, well-respected, influential member of society. So you're talking about social life, and here you go. Here comes a respected member of society. And this guy is kind of like a dream big kind of energy. And he's very satisfied with his life, and he's not threatened. He's easygoing. It could also be you, but it could be another earth sign person that you're jiving with. So like a nice balance with this earth sign person, or this could represent you, this feeling of being balanced and making money and being beloved in the community. So that's really good. Like, I think you got something really good going, where people are seeing you for who you are and really liking you, and you're doing all the things that you need to make sure that you protect your energy. Don't be out there too much absorbing negative energy, or negative and positive, because sometimes even positive energy can be too much. Like, you're coming on way too strong. So you need to make sure that you cleanse after you've been around a lot of people. Take good, whatever ritual, like a cleansing shower or something, whatever. Those kinds of things can be helpful. But the sun, I will say the sun for last, because the sun is wonderful news. The sun cards puts a positive spin on any situation. In other words, anything that felt funny here doesn't even matter, because the sun is more important, more powerful than all of this. You know, it's the best energy, and it fills you with joy, warmth, prosperity, and vitality. It's the giver of life on planet Earth, and the sun brightens any negative cards, which is, there's really no such thing as negative. I would say the only negative card would be the Four of Cups, which is not even negative. It's just a little downer, you know, kind of like meh energy. But that's short lived because the sun is here. Um, so while the yeah, so it just covers it with abundance and favorable outcomes. The sun represents the divine masculine too. So this could be your masculine being in balance, you meeting a masculine people, um, feeling confident and ready to take on new projects, and feeling enthusiastic. Efforts from the past projects are beginning to show, you know, money or bear fruit. um, and it's time to celebrate these fruits of your labor. I like how we use fruit as like money. I don't know. Bear fruit. Good things are coming to you in new adventures and projects and public recognition. Like I knew that. And then the sun appears and anything is possible and you're fully supported. And this is a really happy, precious time. So, and it's funny that this is coming out in the summer, and so it could definitely be, this is a really good time of year for you this summer. It's vitality, success, confidence, freedom, warmth, joy, celebration, enlightenment, and enthusiasm. All right, so let me see now what the Lenormand has to say. We're going to do a pastel reading for you here. I'm curious to know a little bit more about the people coming into your life. Great. So let's start with the lovers. Who is this lovers guy over here? Tell us about lovers. Okay, he's the big bear. I got goosebumps on that. So yeah, he's like the boss, the big man, the financially good person, tall, broad-shouldered. Oh, and the fairy garden is where you might hang out and meet. So some kind of social thing, definitely social club, bar, restaurant, concert, outdoor event. Why are you sad with the Four of Cups? Or why are you not like receiving love? Yeah, I think the bear came out last time too. And it's got a rainbow and sun and the stars. This reminds me of the bear that's in that one movie, The Golden Compass. And there's like this little young lady and the bear. They have this really special connection. So to me, I see him as the big protective special connection guy. Oh, and the key. There's a key, a person that has the key to your heart. The person that has the solutions. I feel like you're going to find the solutions here, you know, right after you have a moment where you just need to chill, and you may be you may need a little detached from society. You may be out and about, and then you need to go through that phase where you just take a break. But that's the key. That's actually the key. And then this guy's coming through maybe right after that key. I thought I saw the hearts come out. Oh, there he is, the prince. Wow. Yes, and the heart. So this definitely love's coming through. I feel like it's possible that this emperor is also the King of Pentacles. And you're a lot alike in a lot of ways, I think. The fact that you both are kind of, even if he's not an earth sign, I think he gets your earthy nature. Could be that you like you might have a conjunction, like a sun moon conjunction or something like that, where he has a earth sign moon and then you have the sun sign that's earth. But anyway, I feel like he gets you, and he's very stable and very understanding kind of person. Ooh, it's like a fairy tale come true. And there's your book again. The books never leave you. The book is always following you. Like, haha, remember your book. Don't forget the book. We wanted to remind you about books. But the books have to do with knowledge and sometimes secrets. Like some things are not meant to be known 100% yet. You're also going to be getting a message, a letter, text, something like that coming to you somehow, some kind of, that looks, you know, like when I drew this one, this is my daughter, it's like a love letter. This is more than just any letter, it's the love letter. So some kind of message of love or feelings or something coming through, and it's gonna feel like a dream come true, like a fairy tale come true. Nice. Very nice. So all right, since Spirit wants to talk about love, let's see what's happening next in your love life. Wow, falling in love. Sudden feelings like this is the one. So it's gonna feel sudden. It's not gonna be something like you're gonna know right away. You know, you don't have to question it. You're gonna have to get used to him, or you're gonna or it's not gonna be like a growing flower that blooms or whatever. It's gonna be instant, sudden. But you like, for some reason you have to give him the benefit of the doubt. So I'm feeling like that energy kind of was underneath some of these things. Maybe the Emperor. The Emperor was giving me, give him a chance. Give your relationship a chance. Because sometimes we see things one way, and I feel like we might have to see things from a different point of view. I feel like I've been going through that too. Like, just try different points of view. All right. So, Cheryl, would you like, I got a couple of oracles that we can choose from. We got the mermaids, sitting right here. The mermaids, the Litha with summer and sun. I don't know, I feel like this is kind of good. Also got, oh, sitting right over here, work your light, and the Starseed Oracle. Any of those attract your attention? Or we also have the Kipper sitting right here. Any of those you interested in for the final deal? For the pièce de résistance? For the cherry on top? Okay, that's what I was feeling too. It's the summer deck, and feel like there's a message about the sun in here. Okay, let's see. Okay, Divine Goddess. Isn't that pretty? Ooh! You got the horsey breaking through, and you got the sunset dinner, so very nice. The horse is all about freedom and regality and confidence and strength. And it's asking or saying, unsure of how to break out of your cage, Spirit shares strength through acts of liberation. Acts of liberation. Horses are meant to be wild and free, which is why they are such powerful creatures that are capable of running for long distances and over different terrain. It's not uncommon to hear tales of having to break a horse when attempting to domesticate a wild one. How sad it must be for a horse to go from roaming endless landscapes to being confined to a small box inside a barn. If a horse remains bound for long enough, it may fail to see when the opportunity presents itself to run back into the wild. When the horse card gallops into your reading, it could be a sign that your spirit could have been broken or that you lost a sense of regality and strength. You could feel stuck or stagnant or bored or stuck in a rut or unsure of how to break out of your cage to find more passion and excitement. So, time to dig deep and reconnect with your sense of freedom. Remove the shoulds and supposed to do's from your perspective and follow your heart and instincts. The beauty about being free is that you can change your mind. If you go one way and find that doesn't work, simply shift directions and try something else. Never apologize for not being caged. So it's a basic message of, try things, take chances, don't stay indoors too long. Do take your time outs whenever you need them, but mostly go out and find it. Go out and find your fun. And that makes a lot of sense to the social life question here. And then sunset dinner, ooh, an invitation, a seat at the table, leveling up. An invitation awaits you. Yell to the stars that you're ready to go. You've been invited to the party and are about to receive your seat at the table. Your hard work is paying off, and the people who matter have noticed. Are you ready to shoot your shot? A new opportunity can come at any moment, and you don't want to miss your chance to join the club. This also feels like that, right? Like in a little outdoor garden. Do what you can to feel more confident and secure in the goals that you're chasing. Get that pitch together just for success and study or undertake research or anything else that is required to make you feel more prepared. The second meaning of this card is the need to spend time with people who can lift you up. They say you are the same as 6 people you spend the most time with, which is perfectly fine if those people represent where you want to go, where your life to go. So if you're finding that you're frustrated, disappointed, or generally annoyed with the way your current circle of people are behaving, then it might be time to find people who will push you out of your comfort zone and inspire you to be great. Oh. So it could be like, so just be real aware of the people that you spend time with. Do you want to be, do you have similar interests? Do you feel like that those people are elevating your spirit? Do they sometimes feel like challenging to you as well? Like sometimes you can feel challenged, but in a good way. Like if you give it time to think about it, or like you'll be like, oh yeah, what they said, even if it seemed a little harsh at the time, makes sense now in retrospect, and maybe that's a good idea or whatever. But if it's like mean or cruel or like degrading, of course you're going to stay away from those people. But you know that there is a difference. There is a difference. And it doesn't always feel different in the moment it's happening, but in retrospect, you can see the difference, right? So when you have enough time to think about it, you realize, oh, you know what, that little tip right there is actually kind of helpful. So maybe I will do what they suggested. It's hard it's just hard sometimes to be flexible about things, but I think that's what Spirit's trying to say. You can do this, an I am ready affirmation. Repeat this affirmation 7 times, and each time envision your intention and allow the words to sink into your body. You can change the words if you like. The point is to affirm to yourself what you want to bring forth. I am ready for all that I desire. I am prepared to move forward. I am ready to acknowledge my worthiness. I am prepared to do what it takes. I am ready to accept. I am prepared to take action. I am ready. Very nice. You're amazing. All right. You're welcome, and thank you for being here. Spirit messages for Divine Goddess, and oh my gosh, Divine Goddess, your images were beautiful. Your vacation and all the pictures you sent me. Thank you so much. Very nice. That waterfall. I need a waterfall like that. And maybe, I mean, I wonder if you have a video of that, because that's so pretty. Okay. It's sunny, but there's thunder. I think that's thunder. Oh. I'm ready to go back and take a nap. My son's been kind of quiet. I wonder if he went back to sleep. I didn't think he was resting very good last night. Oh, you know what? This reminds me. I need to use the ladies' room. I'll be right back. Ooh, I think my present just got here. I ordered something. I have the writer came true for me today too. Okay, Divine Goddess, let's see, where shall we start? I think we're gonna get Season of the Witch message for you. Ooh, hanging baskets. Oh, you got the romance. Lean into the essence of receiving, for there awaits the things you've been telling yourself are out of reach. That's nice. That's nice. So I feel like you're going to be given a gift or something, and don't be afraid to receive it. Sometimes we don't think we're not as good at receiving things as we think we are. We're so good at trying to, doing the work to manifest and manifest and manifest, and then we forget when it actually appears for us, we're like, oh no, that's not what I wanted. Go away, or I'm not sure, I can't take that. Oh no, that's too nice. I can't have that. No, of course you can. You asked for it, and spirit bringing it to you, and you deserve it, and yeah, you do deserve it. So this is attraction, beauty, and learning to receive. Okay, divine goddess. Oh, okay. All right, divine goddess said this. I was so healing. It was so healing, Cherry. It was a I was in constant state of bliss, and that feeling when you don't desire anything but you're just peaceful. I felt as if some light had filled up my head, and I heard ringing in my ears, downloads. And oh my God, the earth pulsing card you pulled me earlier was so similar to the place I visit. Yes, it looked exactly like a place that you visited, and was actually called the Valley of Flowers. And I heard like my ears ringing and that energy rush, higher beings and fairies around me. Nice. Oh, Kate. Oh, sorry, Kate. I'm, I've been here a little while now, almost 2 hours, and I feel like, my pumpkin's about to my coach is about to turn into a pumpkin. Feel a little pooped. But I got a little burst of energy here for Divine Goddess. So, hanging baskets. Nothing says welcome to a warm, beautiful home full of cheer better than hanging baskets. Their delicate beauty attracts. Maybe spirit wants you to what's the word I'm looking for? Re recreate recreate a little bit of that flower valley of the flower energy through the hanging baskets. Like, get yourself some flowers that will remind you of that you can look at and be able to like sort of teleport back to that place. Their delicate beauty attracts all sorts of other pretty creatures, from every shade of hummingbird to butterflies and bees. When this card comes out, it invites you to let your beauty be on display too, for the world to see. Don't worry about whether you're pretty, slim enough, or have sufficient money, a good job, or the right kind of talent. Everyone is beautiful in some way, and you're no different. You may not believe that, thinking you've been passed over or that people simply don't notice you, but ask yourself whether that's true, or whether your energy is closed to the attention. Do you duck your eyes when you see someone attractive rather than meeting their gaze? See? Do you blend into the background at parties, choosing to play the role of wallflower, or are you bright, vibrant, and eager to mingle with friends and strangers alike? No one can enter your house if you don't open the door. Learning to receive is as much about putting yourself out there as it is about accepting what is being offered to you. Okay, okay. All right, so let's see now. Let's get some, let's get a mermaid message too. We got time and tide. Time and tide. Where's my book? Oh, there it is. I know we do doubt gifts sometimes. And also, if you have it set in your mind, like, oh, I'm going to be single, I'm not interested in boys, go away, boys, I'm not interested in you. And then just, just the right guy comes around or somebody amazing and wonderful, and you don't allow them in because of your already preconceived idea that you're not letting anyone in, then you might miss out on a really wonderful person coming into your life. So be aware of this and be flexible, you know? Be flexible. The time and tide, though, is about spells and rituals. So it's time for a well thought out act of connection, a ritual or spell with the realm of mer beings, with the sea, with her creature. When done with great formality and mindfulness, many acts can be magical and reconnect us to our sacred within us and outside of us. You may wish to ritually bathe in a tide pool, which could be naturally formed rock pool. Like I'm just seeing you recreate some of your beautiful scenery that you've visited. Like create a like a spa for yourself, or more than an altar, but like a space that can make you feel like you're there again, you know? As you bathe in the sacred healing pool, allow the pool and water to drain away anything that must be left behind for you to go forward again. Go to your own personal high tide at change of tide. The saltwater crystals will drag through your auric layer, clearing and cleansing, leaving you feeling light and free, yet very present and clear. The warm waters of the tidal pool make them mermaidenly goddess pools of healing right on the seashore, the amniotic fluid of rebirth for you to be freed from. Or you may wish to create sandcastles or mandalas or sculptures near the tide line. We can shape into the sand itself an energy field of tiny sparkling crystals, representations of what we wish to see taken away and cleared, or what we wish the sea mother to take into her cauldron and help you manifest. It may be time to work with generic runes, which have a great history of being drawn into the sand as messages to the great sea beings of all kinds. What's most important is that you act. You act. Okay, action is required soon. Oh, you're painting. That's a great idea. I'm planning to draw, to kind of draw it, paint it. Maybe like that valley with that waterfall and the flowers and greens. Great idea. Definitely. That's a great idea. Actually, a Sagittarius approached me today. Nice. Very good. You're doing everything Spirit's suggesting, so don't need much more help. But I can do a little tarot to see what might be coming up or whatever. Feels like you got this. You got this, girl. Oh, sorry. Oh, a workshop. That's nice. Okay, let's see. Let's see, but let's give an idea about your workshop. The cards just want to go everywhere. Okay. It's a whole new beginning. It's new slate, birthing of new things, letting go of the old and starting really, really fresh. Not letting go of your experience and, you know, your spiritual experience in your travels, but this could be like maybe a new job, a new, just something that leads to a whole new you. Nothing else wants to come out. Let's start over. The cards are misbehaving. Let's try again. Maybe this isn't the deck. They are so pretty, aren't they? Look. And then this side has the sparkles too. Oh, okay, we're going to take this one. This is 10 of Cups. Whee! You look at this rainbow too. Like you're receiving such a bountiful joy, pleasure, excitement, a feeling of super contentment and peace. Okay, 8 of Cups. Walking away of something, from something. I don't know what this is. Like, maybe it could be a work-related thing. Ooh, I love this card too. This is the Knight of Wands. Isn't she cute? So, I feel like a little bit of, for you, it's like a little bit of, oh, in July. So hiking in July, there you go. And you have that, workshop and you're applying for jobs. Just certain things are going to like really stand out. You're going to be just very physically active and busy and a little bold energy coming through and like a whole new direction, like a new you may be visiting new places again with your travels and trying different things. The places that you visit could also be such good clues to jobs and things that you might be interested in. Oh, here comes the King of Cups. So there's a man in your life. He is, or somebody that might be interested in you. And the King of Cups doesn't mean necessarily that he's a water sign. It means it's a person that has emotional feelings for you. So I feel like, and you got all these cups, which means that your feelings are in the right place. Like you're really paying attention to how you feel about stuff, and you're like doing things in the right way that make you feel right. Yeah. So King of Cups he's emotionally mature and healthy, and he is a romantic and dreamy and artistic. So this could be somebody who really is, or this could represent you and your artistic side. This could be somebody who really admires your artistic skills, or somebody, some kind of teacher of some sort that helps you get into the painting and stuff like that. Yeah, and listening to your intuition, exactly. Step up and be your own person. The world needs you to inspire others. Also, that teaching energy and your inspiration. Ooh, the thunder. That's powerful. That means that you're going to be a powerful, intuitive, healing teacher of some sort. And your travels make you even more amazing and wiser and worldly and knowledgeable. The Knight of Wands is saying that it's important to stay assertive. You know, some things you may walk away from, you know, some things that you'll stand firm on, and you gotta go for it energy. I think that could be with job hunting, like some things you walk away from and some things you pursue. Yeah, and with love, it's a similar thing. Some people you may walk away from, but other people you can pursue, or let them pursue you, or whatever. But ultimately, I think the Ten of Cups just represents sort of a happily ever after energy. It sometimes feels too good to be true. Everything is falling into place for you, and you are surrounded by harmonious, balanced energy. You're satisfied with your life and the people present, romantic to you, and knowing this provides you with a deep sense of peace and comfort. Generally speaking, your life couldn't be any better right now. The universe is in full support of you, and it shows. Wow. Yeah, and that's, he could represent the Pisces, but I feel like this can also represent what the potential of what the Pisces could have been, so like somebody that truly has a warm heart and psychic and mature, you know, a mature love, not the the idea of love. Like that Pisces was more of the fish in the cup, the page of cups kind of person. And I think you're heading more now towards the king of cups type of person, the one that's more mature, that's older, wiser, more balanced, and yeah, somebody who will be more giving in that regard. So let's get a few little charms. Ooh, you got the star. This is like that's like an award, like somebody's giving you a prize for something. You're winning some kind of award. And this is the crystal ball that fell off its stand. But the crystal ball means you're psychic. You know what you're seeing, what you need to see into the future. Flower, see, flower. I believe in flower. I live flower belief. I live flower beliefs. Believe in flower. I live flower belief. So something new meditation or something that you get into could have something to do with flower power. It's like your garden of flowers could represent something, and then you're painting the flowers. All of that could mean something. Don't forget to receive when people are trying to give, or when universe is giving you something. Be sure to receive it. And you have ancestors speaking to you. The number 8 could be very powerful, and things that happen in your dreams. Also, there's some kind of special cord out there, a bond, but it's not the red thread. It's different. It's like being connected. I wonder what that could mean. Somebody you're connected to. You're welcome. I told him you have made it harder for me to stay. Yeah. So about your dude, he said he was so immature and putting me in that situation where I'm having to explain myself and give clarifications. Yeah. And not really listening, right? He didn't really listen, and he didn't. Yeah. So yeah, you need somebody who will be mature about it and not gaslight you and put the blame back on you. Like, take responsibility for their own actions. That's maturity right there. So yeah. All right. Very nice, very nice. Good job. Okay, everyone. Well, have a lovely rest of your day. Thank you so much for coming to the channel and all your beautiful support and love. He didn't listen. Can you believe he did that before my birthday? I know, that's so mean. Like can we not do this on holidays too, or when my family's around, or when, like, can we try to be peaceful with each other, especially during special days? I was out on a travel trip with my friend, and he was doubting me, right? Yeah, and you're trying to have a good time, and people are being like not kind of negative, and I think, some people just want to ruin your day. My poor son, he went through stuff like that with this girl. Like it was right at Mother's Day where he was like she was sending all this stuff. It was not very good. But you know what? You're the mature one, and you let it go, and you're like, it doesn't affect me. It doesn't matter. I live my life. I'm free. I'm fine. Whatever, you know? Yeah. Sometimes people are just bored and they have to create drama because they don't know how to be creative in any other way. I'm sorry for people who aren't creative, but I never get bored. I always have something to do. And you always have some place to travel. And I always have something to create. So I'm never bored because I'm always creative. And so I don't need drama. I'll watch drama on TV or read a good book, but I don't need to make drama. I'm fine. I don't need that. I'm an actress. I like to act out scenes. In fact, I was just thinking if I can find a SpongeBob scene, me and my son, we were just doing a bunch of SpongeBob voices the other day, and I'm like, hey, I can do a good Sandy. Tarnation, whatever. She talks like that. She's got a Texas accent. And then I could do, I did a little bit of Patrick. Well, SpongeBob. I'm a little rusty with my Patrick. I did a much better Patrick yesterday. But anyway, it's fun to play and do stuff like that. Like, come on, be creative. Like, it gets so annoying. Like people doing the same thing. I go to the gym. I like to drink lots of alcohol, and I like to go to the gym, and I like to drink alcohol, and I like to go to the gym. I'm like, boring. Next. It's like, tell me something else. All right. You're very interesting. See, I would, if I was a dude, I would want to date somebody like you, Divine Goddess, somebody who likes to travel and likes interesting things about the world and who's spiritual. But my favorite kind of guy is a musician types. I like singers and I like instrumentalists. That would be my ideal. My ideal type is a singer, to be honest. That's hard to find though. All the good singers are snatched up already. Oh my goodness. All right. Well, I'm sorry for being silly. I'm a little like slap happy right now because it's getting lengthy now. Why does it say 29 minutes? Like, did it just restart on accident? Anyway, I am gonna go now. Probably have some lunch. So see you guys later. I like guys who travel, who are good and patient and good listeners and who have knowledge to share, right? Yeah, and make you laugh. I like that too. Laugh. Make me laugh. Be funny. Be smart. Be creative. Sing pretty. That's nice. Play the guitar pretty or the drums nice. Yeah. What else do you need? Exactly. Be philosophical. Have thoughts and ideas about the world. Well, y'all have a lovely, I love you too. And until next we meet, it's nice catching up with you too, Divine Goddess. I've been wanting to do that. And until your next adventure, I live vicariously through your adventures. Yes, but also need to take life too serious. Yeah, not take life too seriously, right? And also realize that we're humans and we make mistakes and be a little bit more forgiving of each other. Yeah. All right, Divine Goddess. Well, until next time. You know what? We need to email me so maybe we can do a talk show someday, like just you and I chat. I can, or any time that I go live, just ring in. Phone a friend, phone in, and I can add you, and then we can just talk to each other and do this. too. Yeah, we gotta do that. Gotta do that. I'm sure we have a lot to talk about. You definitely have a lot to talk about, and I definitely have a lot of enthusiastic. Oh, nice! See, you got way enough subs. Even in the back in the day, I had to have 1,000 subs to go live, but now I don't think you even have to have 1,000 anymore. So definitely, yeah. And you guys, if y'all aren't subs to Divine Goddess, go check out her channel and subscribe. Yes. Right. Maybe we could do a deck talk, and whatever decks that we both have, we can discuss, you know what I mean? And then we can also have a thing, a deck talk where we have different ones that you have that I don't have, and we can compare and talk about them. I mean, I think people would like all kinds of subject matter and stuff. We can pick a different day of the week, like Wednesdays deck talk, or Thursday Thursday chat, Wednesday chats. Tonight we chat about tarot decks or oracle decks or whatever. I think that's a great idea. Sometimes I like to talk without doing readings. Maybe we could, yeah, for the July vibe. Yeah. All right. Well, email me and let's try to get some details worked out. By the way, Divine Guys, I don't know if you heard me mention this or if I mentioned this out loud, but I am now the vice president of the Liederkranz, the Houston Liederkranz. So I'm gonna have a few more responsibilities over there too. I actually been working on their website, so and I need to make my own website, but actually I think by playing around with their website it'll give me ideas how to do my website. So yeah, lots to do, lots to do. And I'm designing my Hierophant, my new Hierophant card, and it's looking good already. But I wanted to have my Major Arcana done before my channel anniversary, which is in August. So those are some of my goals, in case you want to know. Alrighty. Well, until we meet again, thank you, love you, appreciate you, and faith, trust, and pixie dust.